Hello again, friends! And of course, you are our friends. Welcome to D&M Sports Break number 218. We're still doing it. We're still here. We're still opening cards. Aloha to Michael and Hunter and Chris. We're going to vamp here for a few minutes and share some new information as we wait for some people to fill in, as per the usual. Real quick, we have a trade to announce. May as well get that out of the way. Downtown Dale Trite sent the Calgary Flames over to Trevor, that being Trevor's favorite team. In return, he gets the Detroit Red Wings. So, Flames for wings. Everybody wins on that one. As you can see as well, some people are starting to put numbers down. Why would they do such a thing? Why would Jack pick Anton Lundell's number 15, you ask? Well, if we can get a short printed card that has that number on it, he will win a prize. For example, let's say we pull a card number 15 of 99. As long as he has liked this feed, he will win a prize. I am incredibly vain, and I need all of your attention and all of your love and adoration, so I need some sort of reaction on this feed. Hey there to Patrick and to Cause. I'm happy you're here, Merrick. Happy you were able to make it. Good job setting an alarm to make sure you were here on time. As per the usual, we're going to, like I say, keep it positive, which you guys are always excellent at doing. If you see a nice card come out, go out of your way and say, hey, that's a really nice card. Because if you get a nice card that comes out, you probably want someone to go out of their way and say, hey, that's a really nice card. So just make sure you go out of your way and kind of say that type of stuff. I think we get a good... We still were looking for a few people. There's Yvonne, there's Matt. Okay, Brad is here. We're starting to fill up. So I'll get right into some exciting news. So I have two pieces of news here for everybody. I made a Facebook post yesterday. It was amazing to see you, Yvonne. Your tombelle... I'll just say girlfriend. I try to be classy in French. I can't be classy. And hey there to Juliette. So we're starting up a club. We're starting the First Liners Club. It's a little bit of a loyalty program, if you will. The way that it works is that it's all meant to kind of look at the guys who consistently support the breaks. So this club, in the past, I usually have about 8 guys every week who take at least 1 to 3 spots. They never say tickety-boo. They take their spot every single time. They love you guys. They love being a part of the whole thing. They make friends, etc., etc. And in the past, I mean, you guys were getting a shout-out and maybe a box flip, but that was about it. So that was my number one priority when it came to the breaks. The First Liner Club is easy to get into. Once you join 3 Sunday breaks, or what I'm going to get to, if you do half a dozen of the brand new Tuesday value breaks that are coming, you'll be into the First Liner Club. You're able to miss 1 break a month. I understand life happens, so I don't want to handcuff anybody, and we're going to be a little bit lenient on that type of stuff. And to stay as a first liner, you only need to join 1 break a week, either the Tuesday or the Sunday. It'll be your choice. What do you get? Well, all first liners are going to be involved in a draw at the end of the month. That draw is going to be exclusive only to first liners. Let's get Wild Willie back in frame. That will start with maybe a free $40 break spot, a blaster box, some sought-after singles. There'll be more, but it'll be specifically targeted to the first liners themselves. There'll be surprise thank you bonuses as well. That starts today. So if you are a first liner, you are going to get a little extra thank you right from this week's stuff. So you guys have already started off on the positive foot, and you can also get additional ballots for that monthly draw from referrals. So if you get a guy who hasn't been in a break for the last 4 weeks or more, and you want to make sure that you go out of your way to say, hey, I want to bring you into the break, I'll give you an extra ballot. Your ballots will be reflective of how many teams you take. As an example, Trevor, you usually take 3 a week. You'll have 3 ballots every time that you take a team. Or someone like Fredgie, who's always in for a spot, you'll get 1 ballot every single week. And then that'll all go into that draw. Currently, your first liners are as follows. We have Freggie, we have Downtown Dale Trites, we have Trevor, we have Chris, Matt, Mario, Santa Scott, Alex, Jack, Andrew, Julien, Hunter, and Vince. So we have 3. Holy crap, Julien, way to bury the lead. You pulled a Demidov Red Outburst. The 1 of 25 Demidov Red Out, like the young gut here? Sorry, I didn't mean to stop everything. That's ridiculous. Okay, we'll get back to that. So we have 13 guys who are starting off as our first liners, and that is just more of an appreciation. You guys literally don't have to do anything. It's all me who's going to be running that stuff, and I'll kind of keep an eye on things. Very lastly, starting on the 17th, not this coming Tuesday, but next Tuesday. Julien, that's a ridiculous hit. You better bring that in so we can take so we can see that. So we're going to be starting value breaks. Value breaks are going to be $40 for a team, $100 for 3 teams, or $135 for a division. Your divisions are going to be all 4 divisions cut in half. Each division will have an anchor team. So, for example, we'll have an Atlantic 1 and an Atlantic 2. The Atlantic 1 will have Montreal. The Atlantic 2 will have Toronto and Boston. That type of thing. Same as the Pacific. One of them has Edmonton. The other has San Jose. It essentially guarantees that you're going to get a strong team if you go through a division. On Tuesday, we're going to do a Series 1 hobby. Hopefully find another Red Demidov. Artifacts, a Silver MVP, and a Stature. So every second Tuesday, we're going to be introducing value breaks. We would hope that you guys would want to hop in on that type of thing. We're going to try it, see how it works out. If it gets successful, then maybe we can start to ramp it up a little bit more. But I did just want to make a quick moment to say there will be another break coming every second Tuesday. So those breaks are perfect for any of you guys that watch the breaks that think, you know what, I should get in on one, but maybe $75 for a team's a little too spicy. Well, you could go in and get 3 teams for $100 or just get a team for $40. And it is going to be a little bit more aimed to some of you new guys as well. But of course, we would love to have some of the old guard, for lack of a better term, the guys that we always can rely on, like a Freggie or that type of thing. All right, that is the vamping done. Let's get to work. I've talked long enough. Time for me to talk some more. It is time for the Universe de Metal. This is 24-25. We did not do 24-25. Jack, you'd like a division. You are in, my friend. I appreciate you. Jack, division. I will also reach out to all you guys over the next few days, and I'll give you the details when it comes to that stuff there as well. But Jack, we appreciate you. Thank you for supporting that and helping to get things off the ground. It will still cost you $75. Correct, it will, cause. Maybe you can wait till Christmas and I'll send everything all together. Usually we're doing 23-24 Skybox Metal. The only main difference between this year and the years we've been doing, 1 less card per pack. So 6 cards per pack opposed to 7. All you're losing is a base card. So you're not losing like your base rookie or that type of thing. Metal Universe, before I take off the seal, I'll show you a real quick look at the back. These are some of the new chase cards that we're looking for, and we have done exactly that. So we have had Dark Matter from Ishkov. We've literally pulled that card in a break. So the Dark Matter, the Gold Bullion, and the Liquid Gold, they are incredibly tough finds. The main ones to look for are going to be the Liquid Gold and the Dark Matter, but the Gold Bullion are still going to be 1 in 80. Of course, you have your PMGs, your Jambalayas and such, and the beauty of this year's Skybox, you're guaranteed either an auto or a PMG. So, in my humble opinion, Upper Deck has done excellent when it comes to their 24-25 products, specifically because of those guarantees. So, you know, Ice had an extra Premier, SPX had this, like everything kind of got an extra shot in the arm. So that was nice to see, especially for something like Metal. There's your little, there's your Bois. And Vince, you can split it with Linda, but that is for you. Mon ami. Alright, without any further ado, let's get started with Wyatt Johnston. Johnston, not Johnson. Downtown Dale Trites came in yesterday, said his daughter said, "Oh, I pulled a Wyatt Johnston," and Dale, I guess, gave her quite a glare to say, "Don't, well, That's about as good of a start as you're going to get. So right off the hop, we've got a base rookie Celebrini. This is a heck of a break for 24-25. Julien, you're going to let the good times roll. You have San Jose, so that'll be pretty sweet. Let's get a little bit of focus here. We've done them before, but we'll take a little bit of time. Just look at the base cards real quick. Tara Vinen, we got Jack Eichel. Roman Josi is here. Marshy. Here's your first prospects card. It's going to be Marshall Rifai. And then there's going to be your Celebrini rookie right off the hop. Celebrini marquee rookies out of O-Pee-Chee are going for about $30. So I would have to imagine you've already had a nice little shot in the arm right off the first pack. So let's keep that rolling. Newfoundland's own Dawson Mercer. We have Oliver Borkstrand. Bork. We have Willie Eklund. There's so much shine on the bottom. Joel Farabee. There's your flyer there, Mark. Seamus Casey, prospect number 2 with New Jersey. And Brian Halonen, also with New Jersey. 5 clear-cut on the docket today, and a baby cup being premier. We got Kaner, Quinnigan, Downtown Deltrake's favorite player in the whole wide world, Matthew Tkachuk. We got Pavel Zacha. Prospect number 3 is going to be Samuel Honzik. You can't see absolutely anything right now, so give me just a moment. So much shine on these cards. My camera doesn't know where to focus and where not to. There you go. That's a bit better. That'll go over to Trevor with Calgary. Justin Brazeau is going to be your base rookie with Boston as well. McJesus, McTavish, everybody's favorite televangelist, Luke Evangelista, Anders Lee, and the always popular Z-Force, a staple of the Skybox products. This time we're Braden Point with Tampa, and Oscar Back. Dallas's base rookie. Nikita Zadorov, quickly becoming a fan favorite in Boston. Logan Cooley, second best Cooley in the league behind Dmitry Kulikov, of course. Nikita Kucherov, Chris Letang, and there is a silver shot, ironically, and a bit of a gold foiling for the newest member of the Canadian Olympic team, Seth Jarvis. And if you look in the bottom left, ever so carefully, 48 of 50. So a super short print. Or at least a short print, depending on how typical you want to get. Carolina, that's Patrick. Patrick's rolling with his free spot today, and he got Carolina, so you're already on the board there, my friend. There's that. And Zach Opstachuk in Ottawa. If anybody out there has number 48, you know what to do. Just pulled the 150 McJesus. Tim's card first pack. Congratulations, Brad. That's phenomenal to hear, my friend. Everybody always loves when you hear the celebration, right? Like, everybody wants everyone else to succeed, so that's excellent. We got Willie Karlsson, Dylan Strome, Fantilli with a sophomore card, and Brock Faber with a sophomore card as well. Silver shot number 2, Jared McCann with Seattle. Sam Colangelo is with the Quack Attack. The beat rolls on. Jake Kitzel, Matty Nyes, Kopi, who was the 30-some person to hit 1,300 career points, something like that. It's a big milestone for Kopitar. Happy for Scott that he has such a... now that they're in the history books with LA, I guess. Let's put it that way. John Carlson. There's going to be your search engines with Liam Ogren on the back. The search engines may look a little plain. The whole point is that down here, there's room for an autograph. So you are looking for the autograph versions, but for now, we will just have the base, I'll say, for Wyatt Johnston. There's Downtown Dale Triggs. What up, Dale? Neon Leon, Leo Carlson, Slav, and Jared McCann. Behind that is the Blast Furnace, which are definitely flashy-looking cards. This time, Nick Suzuki. Quick peekaroo there at the back. And Phil Kemp, your rookie with the Oilers. About halfway through, 7 packs to roll on Super Bowl Sunday. I'm surprised nobody even mentioned the Super Bowl yet. We got Marchenko, Sergachev, AM34, and JJ Paterka. Hiding behind that will be Sid the Not So Kid with points per game. No, he does not average 115 points a game. It's 1.15 points per game. There's a quick peek there at the back. And Emil Lilleberg. Bringing up the rear. I don't know what everybody's got planned for the Super Bowl. I'm personally, hopefully she's not watching this, we're going to get a couple football blasters for my wife and I, and we're going to do a few favorites. We're going to do some things like bacon wrap water chestnuts and that type of thing. So it's always going to be a fun time. We got D-Lark, Coronado, Tager, and Eli Tolvanen. Nikita Kucherov is going to be your Z-Force with Tampa. And you've got Nikita Cheeberkov. Is your base rook. We have 5 packs to go. Have not found our hit yet. We did get a very nicely short printed Jarvis out of 50. And we have had a Celebrini rookie. And Metalheads. There you go. Isn't that neat? So Metalheads are tough. I think they're 1 in 80. 1 in 80? Metalheads. 1 in 120. Even better. So there you go. So the Avalanche are on the board, and this is exactly what it sounds like when it says Metalheads. So there's going to be your goalie mask. That gets the Avalanche on the board. It is such a cool card just in general. It's not even really a card to an extent, but I'm sure you could use it as a guitar pick. It is Santa Scott who has that bad boy. I can't even really put that onto a... I can lean it, I guess. We can do something like that. Thought that pack felt a little bit heavier. We've got the Breadman, Kyle Connor. Oh, life is good. And a gorgeous, stunning microfibers card of Downtown Dale Trik's favorite player in the whole wide world. It's Chewy. It's Matthew Tkachuk. To be fair, though, microfibers on the button and weaving cards fall to 1 in every 2 boxes. So overall, that is quite a hard hit. And the 2-time Stanley Cup champion is going with Victor. So there you go. A decent hit there with Gage Goncalves as your base. I hate both teams to hit the pads a little more, so painfully cheering for the dumped chickens. Dale, I would think... yeah, I forget what our deal was already, Dale. I see Matthew Tkachuk, and I just get so excited. I just know you love him so much, and I can't help it. Dale, I would think as you as a 49er fan that you wouldn't want the Seahawks to win regardless who they play. Like, if the Titans are in the Super Bowl, no offense to Mike Chambers, but, like, I ain't rooting for the Titans no matter what. Bo Horvat, Suzuki, Robo, and Batherson. There's your alphabetical. The first letter of their name is just sort of on display the way that is. So it is Quinn Hughes, with Connor Geeky, your base rook with Tampa. 1, 2, 3 packs remaining. Yeah, Dale, I remember us talking about a deal to not show Tkachuk for a couple weeks, and I already forget what I got out of the deal. So, I'm very vain, as I told you up front. Give me your likes and reacts. Jake Neighbors, Zuccarello, Jake DeBrusk, Timmy Stew, Silver Shot yet again, this time Pavel Zacha with Beantown, and we got Mason Morelli is the back. How are the Packers, your second most hated team? I guess the Patriots are very... I mean, that's what happens with dynasties, right? I guess I can understand that. Same thing happens with the Chiefs. Same thing happens with the Florida Panthers. Everybody hates Florida now because it's lonely at the top, of course. Josh Norris, Martin Necas. We have Marsha Show and Gino. You get a Gen Z with Mason McTavish. Nice little green one there. Quick peekaroo there at the back. And Maxim Cyplakov with the Islanders. We're now into our final pack. I could have swore we were supposed to get a PMG or an auto. Now, that red is a good sign. Hopefully we get the red PMG. Devin Taves, Keaton Gooley, Kevin Fiala, Ryan Strome. And we've already had a pretty solid haul, but we'll see what the main hit of the box here is. Oscar pack. And that gives Dallas on the board. Seamus, Casey. There's your Oscar back PMG. Number 9 of 100. If you have number 9, you know what to do. Oscar back, obviously someone who we're going to have to wait a little bit longer on. PMGs are notorious for things like chipping. It's just the way that the foil is made. This card looks absolutely phenomenal. I love just, like, it looks so sharp. And I'm such a sucker for PMGs that I absolutely adore it. So we'll plop that bad boy right there. And there is your Oscar back. That is not bad at all for one box of metal. And Mark, I agree with you completely. I need to be an NHL announcer. You're damn straight I do. Maybe I can start with the Moncton Wildcats if they're ever looking for a play-by-play. Maybe Jalen can get me an in, if you will. There you go. A heck of a good start, I'll tell you that for sure. They had a 50 Jarvis Celebrini rookie, the 1 and 2 box microfiber, your PMG, and of course that metal card, which is a neat one to put in any collection. Patrick won as a prize? Oh, did Patrick have number 9? Wow. Patrick here for free with a free team, and he gets a prize. Must be living right. Ice, baby. 24-25. We have 3 ice premiers on average. We're looking for hard-signed rookie autos, patches, etc. Ice is amazing because it is probably the cheapest way that you can get the incredibly sought-after exquisite cards. Those are those very thick 180-point cards. Some of the higher number ones are just simply a higher number exquisite, but they can boil all the way down to 101s, which we have pulled before. I remember Evil scored the 101, I want to say it was Brock Besser, which was like a 5-color patch, hard sign, the whole rigging. And we've actually pulled the rookie 101 Seth Jarvis exquisite as well. So we've been able to get lucky on that in there before. Julien. That is for you. So off we go with Venkat Vensank UD Ice. Oh no, Chris, that's just the card itself. That's not a crack at all. Bradley Nadeau, New Brunswick's own, base rook. Hold on here. Let's try to get a little bit of focus. There we go. That's a bit better. Willie Carlson, Zetterland, Kempe. Your green parallel, which should be in every pack, is going to be Ethan Del Mastro, the rookie with Chicago. And we have a hard-signed auto right off the hop. Sometimes this can be anticlimactic, so I'm going to put that right on top of the artifacts box while Willie's going to keep an eye on it, and we will look at it once we're done the rest of the packs. It looks like one of the glacial graphs, so those beautiful black cards that have a silver ink on them. I could be wrong. I have zero clue who the player is. I just saw that silver and recognized the parallel, if you will, the insert, whatever you want to call it. But we will show that off at the end of the box. Kyle McLean is going to be your Islander base rook. Sounds like a pilot. Hey, it's me, Kyle McLean. We got Robo, Bushi. I don't think they call Bouchard Bushi, but I just did. Roman Yossi. Your green will be a beautifully stamped Andrei Svechnikov. And your purple is an even better stamped Andrei Svechnikov. Take a look at the stamping on that. There you go. I believe it was Patrick who had a box of ice. It was 22-23 that had that. And Dale. I don't know what those are worth necessarily. Like, somebody asked me, is it worth sending into Upper Deck? To me, it's worth putting them on eBay and saying, like, hey, I have an air card. Because these, I can pretty much guarantee that there are more of the greens that have this. Like, this is not a 101. I'm sure a bunch of them came out with that misstamp. But at the same time, it is awfully rare to have, as most of them are going to be properly stamped, of course. So some people may pay more for the air card. So Carolina, once again, going to Patrick. You might get lucky. Marat Kuznetsov. We have Timo Meyer, Jarvie, Tager, Tiny Tage, Gage Gonclaves, and Nazem Kadri. And there's your purple, fuchsia, magenta, violet, if you will. My boss just gave me an autograph Hextall card out of nowhere. Brad, he wants you to work overtime. I'm just going to warn you up front. There you go. No hits on eBay. Upper Deck is replacing Now I have to hit the button and see more because I want to know what you said, Patrick. We do this and we do that. They will all be misprinted. What do you mean all? Like all of the Svechnikovs or? Interesting. Oh, look who's on the front. I didn't even notice. James Malatesta, your base rookie in Columbus. Chewy is here again. Awful lucky for you, Victor. All these Matthew Tkachuk cards. Dylan Strome. Cale Makar was just named an assistant captain. There's yet again another one of those misstamped cards. This time is Thomas Hurdle with Vegas. And our first Ice Premier is now on the board. It is Zach Dean with Sweet St. Louis. So St. Louis, Zach Dean. I have it. Well, there you go. He's just paying the piper there, bro. All green emeralds excluding rookies. Really? Excluding rookies? Don't we... Huh. Well, I'll be damned. You might be onto something there, Patrick, because all the rookies do seem to be properly stamped. Interesting. All right. Everybody listen. Did you hear that? We have a Frozen and Ice card. Before we go any further, here are the rules with the Frozen and Ice. A Frozen and Ice are a card inside of a card. If we look at that card and it is numbered, we are not opening it. The reason why is that not opened, those cards can easily be worth in the triple digits. If it is not numbered, we will open it. We are breakers, so we will take a look and see what is there. Assuming that we open it, we will have technically two cards or two different teams, potentially. Okay, Julia, enjoy the rest of your day, my friend. Whoever the team on the outside is goes to that team, of course. So let's just say, for example, the outside card is Crosby, the inside card is Matthew Tkachuk. If we open it, the outside card goes to Pittsburgh, the inside card goes to Matthew Tkachuk. Even after we open them, those cards can still be worth $5 to $10 because they're usually only one in every 2 packs. So, let us find out what we have exactly here. So we have Ethan Del Mastro, yet again, this time the base ruck opposed to the green. Thomas Hurdle with the base. Jack Eichel, Timmy Stu. Your green. Damn it, Patrick, I think you're onto something. Look at you go. Drew Doughty is your green. And there's your Frozen and Ice featuring Victor Hedman. And as you can tell, it is not numbered. So we are going to do the same thing. I'm going to put it up high in the clear cut. Let's finish off the rest of our packs. Then we'll do the Frozen and Ice. Then we'll take a look at the autograph before we go into artifacts. And, well, there's an exquisite card as well. I hit a 12 out of 15 Beck instead of Frozen. Damn, that's pretty solid. Let's just show the exquisite. We're not going to hold everything back. Your base rook is going to be Gage Goncalves, Ryan O'Reilly, Kyle Connor, Bradles, and Noah Dobson. With your green. Let's get a little focus there. There we go. Man, that would have been an excellent auto, but that is still a massive hit regardless. Cutter Gauthier, refined rookies, or rookies refined out of only 99. Number 21 is the number that we're looking for. There's a quick peek at the back. That is actually quite a fireful hit. Who's got the old quack attack? 14, Hunter! So Hunter, a beautiful, beautiful Cutter Gauthier. That is a very thick 180-point card, of course, and exactly what people are hunting when it comes to ice. So shame it wasn't autoed, but knowing that we more than likely have an auto over there, and we have a Frozen and Ice, again, I'd like to say Upper Deck has really nailed it on the 24-25 year. That is for sure. That is all on the left-hand side, so now we're heading over to the right hand. We'll see what's hiding here. Your base rookie, Vita Logan Morrison. Your base ruck with Seattle. We got Marshy, Johnny Hockey, and the Great 8. Behind that, your green will be Dylan Strome. And Matvei Mishkov, numbered card. So there you go. Poor Mishkov's not getting any playing time, right? Philadelphia is such a weird team where they don't really have a top line. They just kind of have like a... Everybody almost plays the same amount of minutes. Regardless, number 145, the number we're looking for. If you have number 145, you'll get 2 prizes. Why? Because I'm confident no one has guessed 145. But there is a decent hit there for Philly. Definitely what you're looking for. And that goes to Jeremiah, who is maybe not in the break right now, but that is because he is enjoying beautiful Mexico. So, Jeremiah, if you do come around to enjoy the break, congrats on that, and make sure that you have a little sit for us. Logan Mayu, your base rookie. Yeah, 100%, Trevor. It's bizarre the way that they use that team, I guess, but we shall see. Suzuki, Willie Eklund, and Troach. Your green will be Cale Makar, and hiding behind him is Ice Premier number 2, which is an amazing Ice Premier, Sebastian Casa. I'm going to make a hot take. Sebastian Casa is going to win at least one Vezina in his career. He is the hottest goalie in the AHL by a country mile. He's on a team that is just doing nothing but getting better, and that is absolutely the guy that you want to hit. That now goes to Dale, who acquired the Red Wings from Trevor for the Calgary Flames. So very, very nice. And of course, number 730 is the number we're looking for. If you have number 730, you know what to do. And why don't we just put that on display? We can always take some cards down as we go. Whew. Mason Morelli. We've got Matchbox 20, Mikko Rantanen, and the Thrill. Behind that, your green will be James Malatesta, the base rookie. So weird how they had all their rookies proper, but all the veterans not. And there's your final Ice Premier, another short printed hit. Only out of $3.99, it will be Olin Zellweger, 102, the number that we're looking for. And the Quack Attack belongs to Hunter. So Hunter, you continue with another decent-looking duck. Look at that, still better than seeing Kachuk. I disagree with that. Brady Kachuk, absolutely. He's a bum. Lucas Cormier. So we've had Bradley Nadeau and Lucas Cormier, both New Brunswick's own. Jack Hughes, Miro Heiskanen, Jake Getzel, Mikko Rantanen will be your green, and your insert will be a purple fuchsia magenta of Devin Cooley. He may be in a Sharks uniform. This is a Calgary Flame card. So Trevor, this will go to you. Essentially, they did not get his photo in time in a Flames jersey after it was done, so you can clearly note Calgary Flames at the bottom, and you can clearly see the Flame logo at the back. So Trevor, you will be getting the rookie Devin Cooley, purple fuchsia magenta, violet, whatever you want to call it. Gavin Brindley, rookie with Columbus. Alex Tuck's medicated wipes. Bo Horvat, DeBrincat. We have Mason Morelli as your green, and your articulates will be featuring Logan Morrison. Logan Morrison. What'd you call me, Dale? Oh, let's pull a Tarmo today. I don't think that's possible, Dale. Tarmo Ruotsalainen was a 21-22 rookie, and then I think he immediately went to the KHL. So that would explain why we've never seen him again. But the inside joke of poor Tarmo, the unfortunately named Tarmo, unless you're a tiger at the Magnetic Hills Zoo, Tarmo is not a great name for a kid. We probably had a rough upbringing as Archdeep Baines is your last base rookie. But we got Dale, not only a young gun and a marquee rookie, or one of the two. I found a Jean Lou Tarmo the other day and made sure that hit the proper hands of downtown Dale Tripes. Because who else is a Tarmo but Dale Tripes? I mean that in the nicest way possible. Leo Carlson, Darlene, Matty Beniers, your green. It's Chewy. Guess who's back? Back again. Guess who's back? Tell a friend. And Mason Morelli is going to be your articulates. So there is your final insert. It is now time for us to crack the barn doors in the frozen and ice, and it is time to find out what that signature is that we have over at the side. Can I get Bedard? I thought at first you were going to say Bedarded or something like that after we talked about Tarmo, but I'm going to try, Brad. Not everybody can win. So really quick, if you have not seen them before, some people would not. So we're looking at mini ice premiers. There will be a mini rookie card inside. So it's a mini ice premiers, those kind of clear-cut cards. So whoever has Tampa Bay, Tampa, Alex. So Alex is going to get the shell, as I call it. And then whoever the inside card is will go to him. As always, these are notorious for not peeling properly at all, which is weird because, Upper Deck has done different products like Marvel where they've done the same gimmick, and the peel strip is a dream. But for hockey, they just can't get it, and I don't understand. So we're gonna have to do a little bit of surgery here to make sure that we don't touch the thing inside. Just gonna work on our doors here a little bit. Now I'm going to turn it away so we don't kind of ruin the surprise. Alrighty. And your Mini Ice Premier is Brian Halonen. Brian Halonen. Do we rip or do we keep it sealed? Probably should have kept it sealed, but it is what it is. So whoever owns New Jersey, which is Scott. So Scott Carson, you will get the Brian Halonen. And then as mentioned, Alex, you will get the Frozen and Ice. I purposely try to go very easy on it to make sure minimal rips and tears and that type of thing. So believe it or not, this little card already open is still like $5 or $10. Like, people will pay that. So plop that over there, and now it is time for the big boy. Attaboy, Patrick. I appreciate you. A break is a great consolation. You're damn straight. And I agree on it. It's a shame that hockey only starts later on, but it'll give us a little bit of a breather, if you will. So here we go. Though these are horizontal. Best of luck, everyone. So this is what I saw. That is upside down. We can see the stamp on there already out of only 25. Ha! That is amazing. The cover boy for Metal Universe, Wyatt Johnston. Hard signed Glacial Graph. Some of the most beautiful cards that you're going to find. They are done on that kind of clear cut cardstock. Number 5 is the number we're looking for. Oh, you were only off by 1 downtown. And a beautiful silver autograph over the top. There's a quick peek there at the back. And that is an absolute stunner. That's a beauty. When you go in with a team like Dallas, sometimes it can be like, I don't know, I guess, whatever. Dallas, that belongs to you, Trevor Boutillier. A hard congratulations. And look at that. Fredgie, Jack, Patrick, Chris, Matt, Victor, and then the coma started bumping. Yvonne, Mert. I appreciate you guys. Look how positive you guys make it. I mean, Trevor, you probably feel pretty decent. You've got a dozen guys being like, oh my goodness, that's amazing. So, again, a hard congratulations there for you. Ba-boom. And that's kind of why we leave those till the end sometimes. Because if we would have saw that first pack or second pack or whatever it was, it's a little anticlimactic, right? Like, you've already got the big one, that type of thing. But wait, there's more. And if I just may, look at the cards we have already pulled. We've got the Exquisite Cutter, the short print Zellweger, the rookie Celebrini, the short print Jarvis, Casa, Mishkov. The back goes along well with the huge Wyatt Johnston. And we've... Patrick, you're funny. And we still have all of this still to go. So this is absolutely amazing. Let's continue it. Let the good time roll. Patrick, you've never said something more correct in your life, and you've said a lot of correct things over the last little bit. But yeah, Ice is easily, for me, my top 3 favorite products in no order are Ice, Metal, and SPA. I am such a sucker for the PMGs and that. I make no... I don't keep that secret, but there's just such high-end potential. And again, that box of Ice, like, oh, here's a short print Mishkov. Like, oh, thank you. Like, it's just, how can you beat that? Jack. Not Jack from The Incredibles, but Jack, this is for you. Artifact time. Rearrange your thinking ever so slightly. We're now going into 25-26 artifacts. Very quickly, artifacts is full of redemptions. If we pull a redemption that has a team logo on it, it will go to that team. Easy enough. If it does not have a logo, for example, if it's a wild card, it will be raffled off between all 32 people in the break, including Patrick, who has a free team. So all 32 will have a shot at it. That will be after this break. We're going to give away a free spot for next weekend, which we'll get into here in just a little bit. Excuse me. But, yeah, we'll cross the bridge when we get there, I suppose. Two-time Stanley Cup champion Anton Lundell, bringing up the rear. Owen Power, Andrei Svechnikov in your ruby red. We'll be going back to Anaheim, and that's Troy Terry. Number 82, that's Jake's favorite number. There's his Hardy Boy number, 82 of 599. I'm going to take a very quick hydration break. Please hold. Oh, delicious. And once again, I'd like to remind you, if you'd like to have your drink sponsored on D&M Sports Breaks, just email me today. Contact us. We would love to have a sponsor for these breaks. I'll talk about whatever you want. You want to talk about FanDuel? Done. You want to talk about the Ozempic? Sure, let's go. Cutter Gauthier and Willie Carlson are the two bays. I need a Miro Heiskanen. And we have a beautiful throwback for Rick Hunter. Holy Moses. 1 of 15. Damn, what a break. What a break. Rick Nash. A Rick Nash Young Gun actually walked into the store the other day. Card that we're more than likely going to be getting graded. Something you don't see often. But not only that, number 1. Historically, the last number being 15, or a jersey number match gives you a little bit of a bump. In my personal opinion, I find a jersey number maybe adds about 15%. A 1 or the end, like the book end or the book start, if you will, usually gives you an extra 10%. But that is a boomer of a card. That goes to Matt McDonald, one of our first liners, and out of only 15 for Rick Nash. So, again, phenomenal. We're running out of card stands. I don't know how we're going to decide what card to cut, if you will. By cut, I mean to move aside. 1 of 15. That is technically not even a hit. That's just like an extra, like, here you go kind of thing. It is a rose gold. You are correct, Brad. I'll show you one more there right at the back. Babushka. Russian grandmother, for real. Nash was great. Nash was back in those days with your Gabricks and your Heatleys and such. And, Logan Thompson, base. Jacob Markstrom. We got Swaggy with Florida. And Rhino is your ruby red. We'll get a little bit of the focus action there. Beautiful foiling when it comes to the reds and the greens and such. The ruby red is at a $5.99, as we already saw, and is number 338. If you're number 338, you have won a prize, and that short print Rhino, 2-time Stanley Cup champion, will go to Victor. We have an Orem card, so your base will be Trevor Moore in LA, and Mikko Rantanen in Dallas. Cole Perforati, as some people call him, but it's Cole Perfetti. And then there's your Orem card. That's pretty solid, the Love Shunov. So these are bounty cards. You have a little code on the back. Once you collect them all, you scratch them all off. You go to the Upper Deck website and you redeem them for a prize. Your prize may not be as good as what you get here at D&M Sports by guessing the right number on the card, but it will be a prize nonetheless. If you have no plan on actually doing the bounty, don't scratch it. It'll just give a little bit extra value. But the Orem cards are fairly sought after. 75-point thickness, and obviously shooting rate off there saying rookie. And that, it may not be Bedard, but Lev Shunov is definitely right up there, and it is a rookie card for him. So Brad, you are at least on the board with a beautiful gold Blackhawk. Your two base will be Braden Carlo in Toronto and Braden Point in Tampa. We got Wi-Fi here in the front, and a redemption. Well, there you go. There's the example. So the rookie relic redemption. The number does not matter to the draft order. Sometimes it does, I'll admit, but some guys just have simply not played quick enough. For example, back in 22-23, Slavkovsky was the number 1 pick. He was the number 2 number. So it does not matter. So all 32 teams will go into a raffle at the end of the break, and then you will all have a chance to redeem this. Super duper easy. You can either call them or go on the website and just once you do, you scratch off the code, of course, and do it yourself. But it will be a gold jersey. That tells me you're going to have the two little swatches at the bottom, and the gold, I would have to look at the short printedness of it, but it should be a short print. I should put that over here. So as a reminder to do that. All right, so there's your first redemption. So we'll find out after who's going to win that one. Once again, free spot to be given away for next week at the end of this break as well. Base card will be Evan Bouchard, or Bouchy as I now call him. Timo Meyer, Casey Mittelstadt in Boston, and Orem number 2, this time for Double T, Troy Terry. Terrible Troy, if you will. That is the number 1 number of the set, which does not mean a damn thing, but interesting anyway. So that also goes to Hunter. They are a tough hit. Brent, I think we've defied logic a little bit with some of these hits that we've already found. We definitely have a thicker card that's here, so we'll take a look. Everyone's favorite Italian Finn, Mattias Michelli. He's a little bit better than Mason Morelli, but I'll take Mattias Michelli. Michael Bunting, only going to be 2 base cards because of the thick card here. And let's take a peek and see what we've got. Threads of Time. J. I'm going to say, oh no, I was going to say Jack Eichel, but I clearly see blue over there. JT Miller. Don't look now, Vancouver fans. If you have the Nucks, this card is going to you. Some of these I agree with way more than others. So game use, hockey memorabilia, of course, so you get the actual swatch and the threads of time. Like, when they did Steven Stamkos, I get that. He won a Stanley Cup in Tampa, so it's cool to have that throwback. But then they do, like, you know, Matthew Tkachuk in Calgary, and it's like, who's this card for? But still, a hit is a hit nonetheless. And JT Miller will go with Vancouver, which goes to Jeremiah. So Jeremiah, you are back on the board with another hit. This is your final pack of artifacts. We have not had an autograph, but we've had a whole bunch of stuff. Oh, really? You got a 3-color Pat Kane. See, Pat Kane is an excellent one. Pat Kane with Chicago, yes, abso-flippin-lutely, right? Base card's going to be Devin Taves, and then the man passed around more than currency, Michael Bunting. Don't believe me? Just look at the back. And he had more teams than that, let me tell you. Plop that there. And your final insert of the box behind Dylan Strome will be Tyler Toffoli. That, I'm going to say, is a lime green. That's not a lime green. No, it's not. Just a shorter print. 492 of 699. If you have number 492, you have won a prize. What a prize! A prize! And now we're getting into the main event when it comes to Clear Cut and when it comes to our Baby Cup premiere. Very quickly, I'd like to take just a moment and show off what we got lined up this coming week. So there you go. We are going to do 2 ingrained icons, suggested by Downtown Dale Traits. We'll bring back the MVP Silver, which is an embarrassment of riches. You always get a hit with that type of stuff. We have a Celebrini and a Bedard Blaster. We'll take a shot at both our Young Guns. We're going to do a Celebrini style SP Authentic with Lane Hudson and Cutter and all those guys. We're going to do a Stature, and we're going to bring back the artifact. So same idea, 75 for 1 or 210 for 3. That'll be next week on Sunday. If you'd like to get in on that, we would adore to have you. So please don't delay, get in today. And very quickly as well, I reached out to quite a few people. This has not been advertised online yet, although it will be soon. Spots are filling quickly. We are doing an in-store case break yet again for Series 2. There will be 2 case breaks back-to-back, one at 7 o'clock and one at 8 o'clock. Spots are the exact same as the online break, ironically enough. Jack, you'd like 2 for next week? I can do that. Jack, Son, 2. Perfect. If anybody else wants in, please just comment. Again, we'd love to have you in. These are in-store case breaks. Our Halifax location, for the first time, is also going to do one. So, perfect. There you go, Trevor. So, I purposely left Trevor, Scott, Robert, those guys who I try to reach out to. I purposely left you guys for Halifax so that they would reach out to you. Okay, so wanted to let them kind of build up their case breaks a little bit as well. You do not need to be in store to participate, but it will not be recorded. So if you want to just pick up your cards after the fact, no problem at all. We'll draw a random team for you. These are super duper fun. You come in the store after hours. We draw teams out of a hat. A lot of the people who are going to be here are guys you've already seen in the breaks. It's going to be your Fredgies and your Chris and your Dales and your Vince and all that type of stuff. So everybody kind of knows everybody already, which is awesome. And we will be doing, again, 2 breaks back to back. There are probably 7 or 8 spots for both case breaks right now, and they have not been advertised online yet. So if you do want to get in on that, once again, please let us know. I believe the Artifacts Redemption is one at 296 packs. Good God. Good go, Joel. There you go, bro. But there's my little spiel. So we'll give away a free spot for that break after. We're going to do the in-store case break. And once again, if you want to get in, especially with us now doing a break on Tuesday, I don't want to sound desperate, but your support is going to be needed more than ever before. So even if you're like, frig it, put me in for one, all that stuff does add up. Hence why we wanted to try to do the First Liner Club as well, because you guys that go out of your way to help support us, we want to make sure we can give back at least a little bit. Okay, there, spiel done. We have 5 clear cut on the way. Box number 74. Reinhardt's 13, Yager 68, number 20, and number 25 will be what follows. We will go through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we will go home with the baby cup. Clear cut, I think everyone is well aware, but it is 1 card. The end. It's a guaranteed autograph. It's already inside of a sealed one-touch, and the launch. 24-25 was a much better checklist than 23-24 in terms of trimming some of the fat, if you will. Typically, any rookie's still going to get cards out of there, right? If you're a rookie, you're still going to be in there. But at the same time, the checklist is much nicer than a 23-24. Legends galore, the whole rigging. I'm going to move my camera up a little bit. Not that much. Hold on now. There we go. And we'll kind of slow roll these as we go, and this is box number 74 for you superstitious folks out there. So best of luck, everybody. Gotta love how that was always on there. That's pretty solid. I would say that there's a hit on its own. John Carlson, talk about having a hell of a year. Him and Chychrun are just causing me a whole bunch of grief in hockey fantasy. I'll put this box behind it so the camera can actually focus on it. But that will get the Capitals on the board, the crystalline stars, with the hard sign John Carlson. So Washington, that is you, Matt. So both of your teams have come up with a decent hit here as of today. Here's a quick peek there at the back. And John Carlson, your first start. So we'll definitely take the John Carlson. Now we have to make the tough decision as try to cut some of these over. Let's take this. Let's take that. Let's move the PMG. Let's move Mishkov for now. And then we'll keep it like that. Move those over here. This card is so cool. I keep calling it a card, but like, it's awesome. All right. That's number 1. Now let's go over to Sam Reinhardt's number 13. Allons-y, Alonso. You got a Beehive Auto. Ooh. Yeah, we can work with that for sure. The Paterkian one. You never know what you're going to see when you get a white lid with 7-7 on it. But JJ Paterka. So now a member of Utah, but if you have Buffalo, he's coming home to you. That autograph is interesting, isn't it? What, like, are the triangles supposed to represent a J? I don't hate it. He's doing like a pentagram kind of star, right? He starts at the top. He goes down, up, across, down, over again, squiggle, 7-7. I'm sure he gets that. I'm sure he's got that down pat every time. So there's JJ Paterka. Sounds pretty busy in the store. You are correct, Hunter. As I like to say, we've been busier than a one-arm paper hanger as of late. So that is for sure. We have definitely been busy. Buffalo number 17 goes to Jack. Jackie boy, you're on the board yet again with old JJ Paterka. As far as I'm concerned, that's 2 for 2. So let's let the good times roll. This will be box number 68. Yags. Daves. Let's see what we've got here. Yes, Jack, certainly been incredibly busy. It's great to see here at the shop. And as always, we appreciate your support. Number 3 of 5. Here we go. Oh. Yep. 3 for 3 as far as I'm concerned. Stank. Dallas is the team of the day, it seems. Trevor, a gorgeous Logan Stankoven. Power Skaters. Power Skaters. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. An SP Authentic throwback. Here's a quick peek there at the back. And a nice rookie Stankoven. Top 10 rookie of the year. That is without a doubt. Dallas doing incredibly well for you, Trevor. That is nice. Stank. May not be there now, but it don't matter. If you have Dallas, he's coming on with you. Let's move a few of these around. Try to make the clear cuts go all in the back. There we go. All right. Number 4. Bobby Orr. Don't have a number 4 yet, but you know. Number 20. Box number 20. Bonne chance. What is with those labels? Ooh, I don't know who that is, but that tells me we've got a legend here. Those eyes. Mike Ricci. There's your throwback. Not only that, but StarQuest as well. Look at the difference in an autograph, right? The earlier a guy played, the better they take, like longer that they take, you know, that type of thing. But there you go. Colorado now on the board. Mike Ricci. How about that? 15, Scotty. So Santa Scott with a legendary auto. And StarQuest are some of the most beautiful cards. It does have, there you go. See the rainbow kind of feel to it? It does have that beautiful shine. StarQuest was huge in the late 90s as a big-time chase with their different parallels and such, so it's nice to see it honor that. Collector's Choice, StarQuest, the whole thing. The auto looks longer than his name. That's a very good point, Chris. Well, like, he actually takes the time and he puts everything into the flippin' auto, so that's phenomenal. Let's move Chewy up here. Let's move Cutter up there. And we'll put Mike right there. All right. And then there was one. This is box number 25. We'll do this, and then we'll go home with the baby cup. Premier, a box that guarantees a patch auto and one additional auto. So if you like ink and if you like patches, there's more to come. All right. This is your final clear cut. In the past, we've pulled Celebrinis out of 25. We pulled Messier's out of 25. McDavid's out of 15. Let's see if we can repeat that here. The final box. Well, there you go. I think we can all connect. Nope, I was wrong. It's Kuz. Thought we were going to Carolina. Andrei Kuzmenko. You want to talk about a guy passed around quite a bit. This will be with the Flames. So everybody wins. Trevor, you get a Calgary pickup. I know he may not necessarily be the guy you want to grab. He's played with Vancouver, Philly, Calgary, and LA, all in about 3.5 years. A guy who's just never been able to stick with something. Like, he's such a pure goal scorer, but Andrei Kuzmenko is struggling to find a home, let's say. But still a very nice autograph. And the beauty is the guy who loves Calgary gets a Calgary card. So at least it goes to a good home as well. And that is your 5th clear cut. As we drop our camera. There we go. And get back to work. Hard to say. Probably, I don't know. The Stankoven is a beautiful one, but Carlson is not like. There's quite a few of the nice clear cuts that came out of there. So there's your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for clear cut, and now it's time. It's time. It's Vader time. Box 27. This, of course, Celebrini, Hudson, Kuzma's have an evolved card. Good call, Brian. The evolved cards that Brent's referencing in SP Authentic show the player literally evolving over time, if you will. Here's a quick peek in there. And let's go, Chris. It's for you, Mr. McCauley. Pretty chunky pack as per the usual. So again, we have a guaranteed patch auto on average. Guaranteed patch auto, 1 additional auto, and then 2 jersey cards in addition to 2 base cards. Those base cards, of course, can be numbered and knocked all the way down to 101s and such. Here's your sneak peek. So you get your patch right there in the middle. Every card in there is going to be a 75 or 100 point stock. This will be the go-home. We have a great start. Halifax's second favorite son, Nathan McKinnon. Not trying to zoom in on his junk, just trying to get some focus. That is 174 of 299, so that gets Colorado kicking things off. Let's see what the rest is. So behind him, the winner of the Name of the Year for 24-25, Shakir Mukhamadullin. 271 of 399, so Julien, another San Jose card. I am going to now go from the back because I know the next one is going to be the patch auto. Brennan Othman, so a rookie swatch with the Rags, the Rangers, of course. There's your quick peek there at the back. Pickering, Ontario's own. The bronze jersey. There we go. So Rangers, we're getting largely skunked. Pick that up. And we're going back to Carolina. So Patrick's free spot is really paying dividends. That is number 1 of 149. So number 1, Jackson Blake, who is in... This is actually... Cause you are correct, Shakir Mukhamadullin. Jackson Blake is an amazing card to pick up. So in terms of just like a plain swatch that you would find... that is awesome. So the first Opus card, that will be a rookie for him as well. And yet again, a beautiful hit for Patrick and his free spot. So there you go on that end. Short printed, number 1. We are now going to see the auto. So here's what we're going to do. I want to hide everything appropriately. So we're going to put Tyler Toffoli as our blanket. The patch auto is right here while Willie's watching it, as he does. There you go. And autograph number 1 before we get into the big boys. So best of luck. Hopefully we see a team that hasn't really hit. Block bucket 17. We're going to Pitt. And it is Brian Rust. We can definitely work with old Rusty. Brian Rust, you want to talk about some of the more underappreciated players in the league? I believe he was supposed to sign over the middle and chose to sign down below instead. We'll take it nonetheless. It is still an autograph. There's your peekaroo there at the back. And talking about underrated, at least 5 straight 20-goal seasons. Right? Like, I mean, he has been a pretty main piece. And Chris McCauley, our resident Penguin fan, certainly will appreciate Brian Rust as well. So we definitely can't move Kachuk. So we'll put Rust over there. There you go. Pittsburgh. Pitt 21. Jack. So Jack, I think all your teams have come up with a 3-pointer, if you will. And this, my friends, as I grab my mouse, will be the final card of the break. I think this has been, we've always had very successful breaks, but this one has been absolutely a boomer, if you will. When Metal Universe and Ice gets you started off the way that we did, we know that we're in for a great one. So, very best of luck to everyone as we start the descent to find out what our thickie will be. A gold background, a white bucket, going to the Quack Attack, and it is an absolute stunner for Olin Zellweger. And we just mentioned Anaheim and how well they've been doing. That is Hunter. And look at the friggin' patchwork on that card. 4-color, pops right out. I'm not going to go around and touch it, but you can see the white shooting out of the card. The orange beautifully laying over the black. An absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous card. Number 3 of 49, hard signed, of course, as a rookie card for Zellweger, the up-and-coming defenseman. And there's your quick peek at the back, of course, with the old Quack Attack logo. There you go. Yeah, I bet you're glad you kept them, that is for sure. And there you go. That is a go-home card, and that's about as good as she's going to get. 3 stars of the night are going to be incredibly difficult yet again. Man, I don't know. What do you even go as your 3rd star? We have the Rick Nash, 1 of 15. We have the beautiful Stankoven, Carlson, and Peterka autos in the back. They can all kind of make a draw, I'll say. And up to this point, the Wyatt Johnston Glacial Graphs would have been your 1st star. I think it got bumped right at the end by the Olin Zellweger. So that is number 3 of 49, as mentioned. An absolute boomer of a card, and a hearty congratulations goes out to Hunter. So there you go, my friends. Victor, I'm so happy to hear that you had a great time. Once again, we are going to be running a little bit more for break, so if you'd like to get in, please reach out. We would adore to have you guys be a part of it. I hope you all had as much fun as I did. How can I not have fun hanging out with all you guys? And I hope everybody enjoys the game tonight. Hopefully your respective teams win, and if they don't, hopefully you'll be into too many wobbly pops to even recognize or even care. You guys are so welcome. Thank you for all the kind words. Once again, we appreciate you guys all so much. And we will give away a free spot, and we got to give away that artifact card too. Don't forget, we got that gold jersey artifact card. So that will be a separate video following this stream. Give me 10 to 15 minutes, and then that'll be posted on the Facebook page. Thank you again, everyone. We love you. And as always, keep your stick on the ice.